Looks like we are just about ready to get started. I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to PlasticRainbow running Tomb Raider, the Angel of Darkness. Let's get a round of applause for him, guys.
Okay, hello guys. It's like 4:30 a.m. and I don't know how you guys are still awake, but
Here for you. Midnight owls. Oh, yeah.
let's just keep the late GDQ hype going on here.
Definitely.
So yeah, so I'm PlasticRainbow, and this is Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. As the tip said before, it's a cult classic. Like half of the people says it's one of the worst Tomb Raider game, but other half says sometimes sarcastically, but sometimes genuinely says it's the best Tomb Raider game. But
By worst, they mean the best.
Yeah.
Definitely the best.
So if you don't know why this game is referred as the worst Tomb Raider game, just watch the run. The game will speak for itself. Oh, by the way, for someone who might have just tuned in, let's have a little couch roll call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Midge or Cody, either way.
Tippy, SmoothOperative, howdy. Bexky.
Yeah, there you go. So the time starts when the bird load screens ends, so it's kind of hard to do a countdown, so I hope that's fine. So yeah, so let's go.
Woo!
So go.
Yeah.
So we will start with the first glitch of this game called the safe crouch. You just crouch and quick save and load. You can just clip through any walls.
Fast try.
So that rain pipe looks climbable, but we're going to just ignore that and just go inside this unfinished area that's somehow still left in this game. So I'm going to do some fucking things like climb up on this nothing and jump into the input wall, and the first level ends. Woo!
Yeah.
Now we're on to the second level, and the goal is to basically go to the top floor. So what I'm going to do here, let's just do the backup here. We're going to just get inside the elevator like this. There you go. It's easy. So yeah, walls practically don't exist in this game. And also, anyway, according to the plot, actually Lara is a fugitive right now. She was actually being chased by the cop all the time. Although we never actually saw anything closely, but she was. So we'll see how she deals with the situation like here. So first, we're going to go to the rooftop, which is the next level for it. So here we go. And we just roll and jump to the wall again, and she escapes. Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. This is probably the one of the highlights of this game. Talk with the Mademoiselle Carvier. Yeah. We can use this time to appreciate this great voice acting and her lovely French accent, but I think I probably need to explain what just happened at the last level. So in this game, there's a glitch we call the trigger bug. So trigger bug is when in certain instances, somehow the game thinks that the Lara just hit the almost every trigger across the entire map. So if we can hit the end level triggers with it, we can just skip everything and just move on to the next level. So jumping into the wall is one of the consistent methods to pull off trigger bug, but it requires a setup. So it is not a thing that you can just get it every time by just randomly jumping into it. And also, we won't be using trigger bug for every level, because in some levels, the end level triggers are bound to like certain actions. Like on the second level, the end level triggers was bound by our opening a certain door. So in those cases, we cannot end the level using the trigger bug. So that's for it right now. There's a few more things I need to explain, but there's another speed trick that I'm going to explain that I might think the Twitch chat is going to love it, because it's on Alt plus F4. So in this game, Alt plus F4 is actually helpful. So when you press that, you get the exit game message, whether you're going to quit out the game or not. Now, we can use that opportunity to stop playing this game, but instead we're going to pick a different option. Now, what that does is that normally there is one cutscene right after this dialogue. But however, the exit game message will interrupt that, and when you get out of the message, then the game forgets there was a cutscene there, so we can just skip the cutscene entirely. So it will happen right here. As you can see, the exit game message will pop up, and then we just completely skip the cutscene here. This is a little bit faster compared to the normal cutscene skip method, so we will be using that throughout this run. So as again, we jump to the wall, and now we are somehow teleported. This is because actually this map doesn't contain any N-level triggers. So we'll be heading to the pawn shop that actually has N-level triggers, so we don't have to visit any other places like nightclubs and gyms or graveyards, and we don't have to talk with anyone. So
Certainly not Janice. Bye, girl.
yeah. And here's the pawn shop. And we do some jumps, and we are out of this place. And also, we will no longer see Lara in double dead end. So here's the lower stone drains. Very technical level. Now, we are slowly on the lower. That's how she gets into the lower in the middle of the night. And now you can see I'm jumping over this stair because it's just a lot faster than just going up normally. And then, here's the one skip I'm going to do. I will try to clip through this wall. Okay, I guess I did too early there. You need a specific timing for the safe crouch, and I probably need to load the safety save that I just made. There we go. Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going
Nice.
to.
There you go.
Now, I'm at out of bounds. And you can see I can just completely skip this room right here. But I still need to be careful because there's actually no more floor on the right side. So walls don't exist in this game, the floor does. So she will just fall to the endless void if I go to right. But now we're through. There we go.
Nice.
Now, actually, you might think that I'm still at the out of bounds, but it's actually inbounds. It's just that we completely skip the loading triggers, so every textures and enemies are not here. But we can still pick up some items, so that's why I just pick up the hustle item there. And this is the part I need to focus here. I think Kyle should explain what's happening here right now.
Yeah, Plastic's trying to go through this sort of deloaded section, and there's not too many hazards, but like Lara can hit a wall and then it will slow her down. So
Yeah, the collision from the wall still exists, so.
It can turn you around and get you.
turn
back
it,
if
yeah.
you
So
need.
it's like you're kind of walking around the void trying to
Okay,
escape.
that's one. Yeah, there we go.
Nice. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
There you
There you
go.
go. Very
Nice,
nice.
nice,
That was good.
So this is another trigger bug, but this is actually a bit special one because this skips over like 7 levels. It saves like 10 minutes. The reason why it is that that archaeological dig level you just leads to on a bunch of levels, but after you complete all of them, you return to the dig again, which means that if you do a trigger bug, you also hit the trigger that makes game think that you visit the level a second time. So you can just skip everything and just go to, come back to the galleries again. So there you go. You do another trigger bug, and now we are out of the lure. And you will be going to the bunker's apartment, which will have a first boss fight in it. So yeah. So we obviously need to be prepared. So Couch can explain what's happening right now.
Plastic's picking up a certain amount of ammo, and when Lara doesn't have a weapon, he's able to pick up as much ammo as he wants before picking up the weapon. So when you pick up the weapon, that's when there's only a maximum amount of ammo that can be picked up.
Yeah. Oh, here's a very important thing coming up. I hope you're ready for this. Yeah. It's that infamous line and very famous ability upgrade system of this game. This allows to Lara to sprint, which is very logical thing. So, yeah, normally you have to pick up one of the items in this room, which will initiate the first phase of the boss fight. But nah, we're going to just jump straight into the last phase, and he will be a blessed sponge for a while. So I guess it's time for like quick donations.
Yeah, we have a $10 donation from Cumulo. Woke up for the gym and thought I would watch some GDQ.
Oh boy.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, was there a laser there?
Just a little misstep.
Yeah. The control gets really wonky when you're in the combat mode. So yeah. Donation again.
All right, we got a $10 donation from Cumulo. Woke up for the gym and thought I would watch some GDQ. Turns out that Plastic is the most fun runner to watch. Good luck.
Thanks.
The good luck came in after. It was too late. That's what happened.
So this is the part where I use the health item to pick up at the galleries. And it's over. Yeah. He was supposed to fall down and roll down the floor, but when he dies, he just stands still. And
Yeah.
And we're now at the Paris, and now we're Prague. And this level, Monster and Crime Scene, has a pretty interesting history in it. So, so Couch can explain that too. Yeah.
You want to take this one, Bex, or?
Yeah, so there used to be a strat where you have to talk to a guy called Ludic.
Yeah.
And at any point in the conversation, the game can freeze and crash. No, he repeats
He
the
repeats the line.
over and over and over in the game. You can't proceed, basically.
Yeah.
You have to
So it
close
soft locks and you have to reset.
Yeah.
reset.
Yeah. It was the infamous soft lock that used to kill a lot of runs, but recently we found a way to skip this by following the specific route that you just saw. It is possible due to the debug trigger that's placed up above the map that there's no way to get there using the intended mechanics. So, thanks, Zeb.
Yeah, Ludic killed a lot of runs.
No.
Yeah. If you want to know about the soft lock, just Google the term Strahov isn't that far in the Google, then you will mostly found the Twitch clip by the Kedrab, the world record holder, suffering from the soft lock. So yeah. Anyway, this is the level Extra Fortress, which introduce two more tricks. Now, there's actually more glitches to showcase here. So we're going to first break Lara's leg by jumping on this tire. So you heard it right. We break Lara's leg. Then it make look like her leg disappears if you go to this spot, but it is actually not. It's just that her leg is stretched across the entire map that allows us to do this.
Yeah.
So you can see something is definitely not right. So this is a glitch we call the long ray pickup glitch, which means that she is trying to pick up an item that is normally out of reach. It's only possible when her leg is broken. So by using that, we can just skip a lot of stuff in this level so much that we actually need to backtrack a little bit. So there's a little really finicky jump that I need to do, and I think I got it first right. There we go.
Got it,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Normally you would come out of that bend, but yeah, good job.
Yeah.
There's a spawn trigger I need to hit. Boop. Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
So he control me like there's an annoying bug where the enemies in this level can drain your HP in a matter of seconds, but luckily that didn't happen. There we go. And here's just a normal clip. There we go. Now, by the way, after I jump, some of you might have noticed that after I jump, I do a quick... Okay.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah,
Lower.
that's what
he was in
the
that mood.
enemies in this level like to do to you. So, oh, by the way, I got a really lucky ammo drop, so which allows us to do this.
No.
There you go.
Yeah. Then he doesn't have to crouch and do the.
Okay, that is definitely not what I want to do. I just wanted to get out like this. There we go.
There you go. There you go.
Before I was talking about the quick save load I did while I was doing the jump. So whenever you are while in the middle of the air after you jump, and every time you press quick save quick load, somehow games give you a little bit of speed to Lara, which allows her to jump a little bit more higher. That is the trick we call the moon jump, and it will be very useful in the later part of this game. So remember that. So. This is by research facility, and there's a bit of downtime here. So I'm going to share a little fun fact about this speedrun. So trigger bug and the leg break glitch is the two main glitches we use in this game that allows us to skip most of the stuff. But although this game is notorious for like many bug and glitches, it is not the type of the glitch that you'll encounter in the casual gameplay. Because it requires you to run in this game on the specific executable files that people doesn't know it normally exists. And also, even if you manage to run in the files, there's a chance that you will never get these glitches because it does not work on PC with AMD CPU. It only works on Intel CPU. It's not a problem with the CPU itself. It's just that this game's code is, again, a bit broad. So that's why we actually have a quote-unquote patch for AMD users who want to run this game. So it's kind of a mod, but we just decide to allow it because it's less stupid to having to buy a new PC or CPU just to run the game. So I hope no one bully us from the community.
No bully.
Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, again, dark area, because we completely skipped the loading triggers again. Okay, this game is called Angel of Darkness for a reason. So
Absolutely.
yeah, there will be Angel Part 2. So now I will go on to this pipe here. Okay, I need to get into the right position and the right angle. There, that seems good. I'm going to do some moon jump to move on to the another pipe. There we go.
Nice.
And then we're going to jump to the other side like this. That's what's really good. And then we're going to hit a specific custom trigger. And after that, we're going to, again, find the right angle. There we go. And drop down. And do a swan dive, which will give us the trigger block. There we go.
There you go. Very nice.
Okay.
My boy
Thanks,
Curtis.
guy.
Now this.
So,
yeah.
here's Curtis. Some people don't know there is even a male. Okay.
You know what?
Let's
It's
just
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So there is actually a male playable character in this game, surprisingly. This is what I want to do. You can clip to the floor like that. And he can also do some parkour. There we go. And surprisingly, he can also clip through walls with his crushing animation. But it is kind of similar to Laura, but this time it's actually a little bit different. So you don't need any well-timed quick load for Curtis. You just need to crouch, and that's it. So due to the simplicity of this glitch, it's actually a glitch that Deb noticed it when they try to fix the game in the right place. So we actually we down-patched this game for the speed run. So yeah. So okay, I'll be opening this door just to get into the right spot. And then we're going to do another set of moves that break Curtis' leg again. There we go. And do some wrong way pickup glitch. Now I will be try finish trigger bug again, but yeah, some of you might have wondered why I never do a trigger bug. I don't really do a trigger bug at every start of the level. This is because since the trigger bug is basically hitting the multiple triggers at the same time, there's a chance that certain triggers get in the way of activating the N-level triggers, like this custom trigger at this bend. So in order to finish the level, we need to get rid of those triggers first, and then do a trigger block like this. Let's see the setup works. There we go.
Got it.
By the way, I hope the game's fine. There might be a little frame drops here. It likes to do in this level, but I hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, it looks fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, this level is the maximum containment area. We'll be just go straight to the boss fight, the proto fight, by just opening some door and just casually clipping through some. So this will be another time for some donations. So.
Oh, thank you very much. We have a $250 donation from Vert133. Love watching GDQ and watching games I've played get plays in ways I've never even considered. Movement and skills being done makes me wonder how much these guys love their games to play 30 seconds of a game and restart when they go for world records. We have a $10 donation from Isenka. Just saying, keep up the good work, guys. Always a pleasure to watch. And $5 from Laura saying, my leg.
Help me, Lara.
My leg.
My leg is trying.
Anyway, here comes one of the well-designed boss fight in the Tomb Raider game history. There you go, the Proto-Nephilim fight.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is very challenging, as you can see, and exciting to do. I'm going to say that this is already past the half point of this game, and this is the boss fight you get. The game really tries hard to make player believe that this Proto-Nephilim is a very dangerous creature, but then you get this boss fight. Like, if I repeat the same thing as you just saw 3 more times, and that's it. And also, this boss fight contains one of the hardest and the most inconsistent trick of this game. It's called getting the good RNG. So, there's one RNG factor is that every time Proto goes up and decides to drop down, he can drop down in 2 possible spots. One is, as you just saw, right next to this big machine. But other spot is the middle of this room. But every time the proto decides to drop down the middle of the room, you'll lose time, unfortunately. And also, there's another factor can matter in this part is that because the proto's HP is fixed but the Curtis damage varies between like 0 and 48, causes sometimes to end this fight half a cycle early if you're very lucky with the damage. So that's what we call the proto quick kill. So if we add all those factors up, it can make like 20 to 30 seconds of difference. And the judging by the fact that this game record is like 20 minutes or something is pretty frustrating to do if you're going for a PB grind. So yeah. So I guess there's only one phase left, and we'll see whether we got the quick view or not. So like quick one donation.
Fried SCH donated $50 saying, I love this, my cat loves this, have this money.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I actually got the 3 good spawn. Let's see if I get the quick kill. The boss fight would end here if I get the quick kill. Nah. Unfortunately.
It happened.
At least it got 3 good spawns, so that's nice. There we go. 2 shots and that's it.
There you go. Woo!
Do we really need a clap for that?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Everybody clap for this.
Yeah.
Everybody clap.
For not
Intense
falling
boss
until asleep during this fight. So yeah. Anyway, we are now done with the Curtis, and we will actually play Tomb Raider game again. So this level is called the Aquatic Research Area. And this level is called the Boat of Trophies. And as you can see, it's a water level. But I heard many people like water level because it seems a lot of time it slows the pace down a lot. But in this Age of Darkness, water level can introduce interesting tricks. So as I explained earlier, in this game, walls don't exist, but the floor does. Which means that if you go out of bounds and when there's no more invisible floor or something, actually Lara will just fall to the endless void. But however, if you manage to go to the out of bounds near the water, you can swim in the out of bounds. So you can just swim anywhere you want until the air meter drains out. And this introduced a very cool skip in this level. So first, I'm going to clip to this wall here. This is not out of bounds, but the floor will soon end here. So I'm going to go to this spot and go probably, wait a second. Okay, a little bit further up there. There you go. I'm going to dive into this specific angle. And as you can see, I'll be swimming in the out of bounds. So now what I'm going to do next is I'll try to hit the end level trigger, which is for the next level, because they are somehow on the same map. So it's probably around here. There we go. The next level was supposed to be a Curtis boss fight level called the Boaz returns, and it is such a relief that we can skip that. So
Thank God you get
Yeah.
that fight.
that boss fight is
Hands
just
down the worst.
Absolutely the
in a
worst.
video game.
so actually we just skipped another ability upgrade which gives you a sprint jump, but we don't really need it because we already have a moon jump. Also, take a look at the door. Every time I press quick save, the door will just keep open. That's another Age of Darkness thing, so. That's not a good air control there. I must have fallen lava, so yeah, that's pretty more like it. Now, normally you have to go through this ladder, and because there's a one switch you need to pull off, but we don't have to care about it. That switch is used to deactivate this tripod that's there, but we can, let's see, I can do it properly. There we go.
Nice.
We can just jump over like this.
Nice.
Now there's only one last level left, and I'll be just going straight to the final boss fight. So this is probably the last time to read some donations.
Got a $123 donation from Mark Junker. One of my dearest friends was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 30. She was able to fight it off with early detection and the right treatment. I dedicate this donation to Danielle and hope that soon we are able to rid the world of cancer for good.
One more donation, maybe.
$25 donation from Nikasor. I watched Curtis during his introduction hit the ground and crumble. In that moment, I knew I had to donate. Thank you for the squawking laughter you Tomb Raiders have inspired tonight.
Okay, Here's only one last part left. There's a final boss fight. The final boss fight will happen if I go into it. So, and the last part of the run is one of my weakest points. So I need to focus here.
Yeah.
So I will let the couch explain what's actually happening right now. So, okay, here we go.
There we go.
we
Yeah.
go.
There would
Good luck.
normally be a big boss fight, but Plastic needs to focus on the saves because every time he saves and reloads, Lara's momentum resets, and that's why she's able to jump far to the end of the game.
Yeah, the timing for this is really tricky because if you load too late, you'll lose the speed and she won't go high up enough to trigger the end of the level or the end of the game.
We are getting almost there.
So close.
Yeah, this is the angel part I talked about earlier.
Yeah. Couple more.
We're almost there. Get ready to stop the timer.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
Almost.
So close.
So close. Come on.
Oh, come on!
She's getting there.
Oh! I thought it was almost there. So there we go.
There we go.
Time!
Time.
So yeah, that was Angel of Darkness. Actually, it was pretty recent that this game came down to like 20 minutes or something. Like, it was still that 2 hours run for like 10 years, and then some people brave enough to play this game, started to route it, and just it went down like 40 minutes to 30 minutes, and now we're at like 20. So it sure came a long way. So.
Definitely. Good
Yeah.
job, Plastic.
Yeah, I should give shout outs to all the Angel of Darkness community, all the people who routed this game. Yeah. Also, thanks to all the Tuner Discord and the couch. Oh, by the way, there's a little one short glitch I want to show off. Can I do it?
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's
It is.
really.
You really want to see it. You really do. It's like a minute.
Unfortunate. So I guess.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
there you go.
We tried.
Yeah. By the way, this game doesn't have any credits for some reason. Anyway, another last fun
Okay.
fact. Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you, PlasticRainbow, for that awesome run of Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness. Keep that applause going, guys. That was awesome. And we are still at Awesome Games Done Quick 2019, raising money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation here in Rockville, Maryland. It is 5 o'clock in the morning and everybody is still kicking through. Our speedruns do not stop. Coming up next is Nier Automata being run by Fullest. The cosplay incentive was met, so they look fantastic. This was a Big Honkin' Burger, hosting for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Y'all have been awesome. Go ahead and enjoy Nier Automata coming up next.
Well, hello. My name is SmoothOperative, and I will be taking over hosting duties for the next shift. Thank you for tuning in to a Awesome Games Done Quick 2019. We are about to start.
Super Meat Boy forever!
Did Discord talk about my hoodie? Discord had to have talked about my hoodie. Yeah, it's water. It's water. We're good. Oh, pan it over. Oh no. Let's go. Let's go hand it to other people. Say hi. Wow, there's so many It's just everywhere. You are a little scan. You're on camera. They moved it over. Yeah, move the camera. Move it around. Logan Beard needs to go Super Saiyan. You need to go Super Saiyan. We love you, Naylight Crew. Thank you so much. Heck, guys, we love you. We love you guys. I still can't believe you zoomed in on my hoodie. This was actually a present from my grandma for Christmas this year. I just want to point that out.
While we're setting up for the next run, I'd like to read a few donations that have come in. We have $25 from Anonymous. Thank you very much. We have $50 from Anonymous that says, Alex Navarro, don't say I never did anything for you. $25 from Faith. My partner who has cancer is keeping track of how many times he cries this week as he watches you guys raise money, and I'm hoping this donation in his honor will bring him happy tears. I love you, Nick. Thank you so much, Faith, for your donation. $5 from Fluzzle68 says, lost my grandma to cancer last year after a 5-year flight. It's not much, but I hope it helps. Every little bit helps, so thank you so much. We have $5 from Vero and Grand Pooh Bear Chat that says, hey, AGDQ. I want to make this donation not only to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, but to Grand Pooh Bear and family who could not be there this week as they welcome a beautiful baby boy this morning. Thank you for all the work that you do to help kick cancer where it hurts. I cannot wait to see what GDQ brings this year and years to come. Hype! Also, Arby's team, is there a way to make baby Mario art? Thanks in advance. Thank you very much. And congratulations to Grand Pooh Bear for his recent family edition. While they're still setting up, we'll continue on with a few donations. We have $50 from Tuneless New with no message, but thank you very much. $100 from Bazurkovich that says, save the frames. $5 from Sansero that says, thank you for the awesome event. And we have been having an awesome time here this week. Thank you. $100 from Square Taurus, no message. Thank you very much. Hi.
Showing the behind the scenes.
We have $200 from Anonymous, no message, but thank you very much. $30.55 from 2B60 Hype says, my dad died of cancer on December 18th, 2018 after 4 long years of fighting. I'll never forget him and all he did for me. This one goes out to him. Thank you so much and so sorry for your loss. Don't forget that AGDQ 2019 is benefiting the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which is the only US-based nonprofit organization solely dedicated to cancer prevention and early detection. Their mission is saving lives across all populations through cancer prevention and early detection. Their vision is to stop cancer before it starts. I'd like to remind everyone that we still have some donation incentives going too for Sonic games. If you're interested in that, we have Sonic Forces Extra Stages. The goal for that is 7,500, and we are currently at 5,707. And another bonus game, Sonic Mania Plus, we are at $8,715 out of 30,000. So if you want that Sonic Mania Plus, you better donate.
Thank you guys, you're awesome. We love you so much.
Little update on the near file name bid war. Alex Navarro and Chungus are dueling it back and forth. Currently, Alex Navarro is in the lead, but it's anyone's game. So if you want to get Chungus or any of the other options, donate now.